one? Okay. Do you want to? Yeah.
Testing? Testing? Okay.
Your side, your choice.
This is the side I sit on. That's where
perfect.
David sits.
Okay.
So since you're David.
Okay, perfect. I believe so. Let me see. My phone is just because I was doing piano keys. Give me a second.
How does this come off? Where's the little ding
Oh, the
dong?
mallet? Where's the mallet? Oh, the mallet fell.
Oh, there it is.
I got it. I'm down.
Sure.
That's okay. Welcome.
I'm trying to pull this out. I almost broke it. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor. And I was thinking to myself this morning, we have the most handsome people in our congregation. And you just look at each other. We are all so handsome, good looking. Yeah. And so I'm so glad to be here today. I welcome also the people who are joining us online. And by the way, my name is Linda. My co-host today is, it's Adam. I almost said Reverend David, but he's right over there. He's here too, but Adam is
Thank you so much, Linda, and happy to have you here today as well. The Unity movement embraces the inherent worth and the diversity of every individual, fostering an environment of acceptance and respect for all people, without distinction of any kind. We come together to encourage and support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. Whether you are in the process of that, we are glad that you join us today.
While it is a well-traveled land, we would like to respectfully acknowledge that the land that we live in which we gather today, is the traditional territory of the Three Fires Confederacy of First Nations, comprising of the Ojibwe, the Ottawa, and the Potawatomi peoples. We are grateful to work and learn and live in this area. And we're so glad to have our musicians here today. We have Michael on the piano, and we have Angelica singing. Two talented, wonderful people. So thank you so much for being with us.
And it's always great to have you here, Linda, as platform and co-host today. So thank you. And at this time, I'm going to invite you to please provide us with our opening prayer.
Okay. So if we could all just prepare for prayer, turning our attention to our great God presence within, above us, and everywhere present. And just close our minds to the thoughts of the outer world. In prayer, I claim my spiritual power. Sometimes circumstances weigh heavy on me, but I pray to remind myself that the problems of the world are no match for the presence and power of God. Prayer helps me keep life in perspective. The things of the world will come and go, just as my fortunes will rise and fall. Prayer may not keep me from life's inevitable low points, but it can help me rise above them. And the more I rise up consciously, that momentum reduces the lows. As I pray, I rise up into my Christ consciousness, and I claim divine ideas and trust they will flourish in my consciousness. When I affirm peace I can more effectively face conflict. Affirming wholeness helps me better know health. Claiming prosperity broadens my experience of the world's richness. In prayer, my faith is strong. And so I tell you, in Mark 11:24, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe it, that you have received it, and it will be yours. Amen.
Thank you, Linda. Today we have Susan Fabro with us today in the audience, and will be available for prayer after the service upstairs in the prayer room. Susan, if you want to put your... Thank you so much.
And we have a prayer request box, which is right over here in front of this podium. There are request slips over there. Place your prayer requests in the prayer box, and our prayer chaplain team will hold these requests in prayer for you.
And a reminder, and to please also share that anyone here and online that is interested in prayer support with Silent Unity is welcome to call 1-800-NOW-PRAY. That's 1-800-NOW-PRAY.
And now it's time for some music. For those of you willing and able, please stand and join us. Angelica, you've got something for us here.
I sure do. Good morning, everyone. I've got love, I've got peace, I've got joy flowing like a river. I've got love, I've got peace, I've got joy flowing like a river. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love flowing like a river. I've got hope, I've got strength, I've got faith to move every mountain. I've got hope, I've got strength, I've got faith to move every mountain. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love to move every mountain. I've got you, I've got me, I've got us coming together. I've got you, I've got me, I've got us coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Yeah, we're coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Oh, one heart, one mind, one love coming together. Woo! Thanks, everyone. All right, Mike, let's do it. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing, you will do amazing things. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. You're all the reason you live. Is there in every gift you give? Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. All the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't have to know right now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. 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 And you will. Thank you all so very much. You may be seated.
Angelica, that's beautiful.
I'll never forget hearing that for the first time 2 years ago when we were watching at home. So thank you for that. Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor is a progressive spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously, and making positive difference in the world. As part of New Thought and New Worldly Unity movement, we strive to be compassionate, inclusive, open-minded, service-orientated, and abundant and filled in spirit.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God. Our realization of that truth evolves as we expand our consciousness through prayer and meditation. Unity emphasizes that we create our experiences of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in mind. Affirmative prayer is the highest form of creative thought, while meditation stills the mind and heightens our awareness of oneness with spirit, each other, and all life. Living from that awareness transforms our lives and the world.
Our affirmation for September is, I am grateful for the love and support that surrounds me. Let's say it together. I am grateful for the love and support that surrounds me.
And now Adam is going to sing a special song for us. What are you going to be singing? Or is it a surprise?
Test. I think that was a beautiful way to lead into the song that I'm going to read that off just one more time because I think it was so fitting. I am grateful for the love and support that surrounds me. And with this theme being life of abundance and having like a big wardrobe and all of us having so many beautiful things that maybe we have a lot of excessive of and we're grateful to have, abundance is only defined by love and the people in your life. And that we have the opportunity to heal people and we have the ability to be a remedy for each other. So I want to sing one of my favorite Adele songs today, Remedy. I remember all of the things that I thought I wanted to be. So desperate, find a way out of my world and finally breathe. Right before my eyes I saw my heart, it came to life. This ain't easy, it's not meant to be. Every story has its scars, but when the pain cuts you deep and the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be your remedy. When the world seems so cruel and your heart makes you feel like a fool, I promise you will see that I will be remedy. No river is too wide or too deep for me to swim to you. Come whatever, I'll be your shelter. I won't let the rain come through. Your love, it is my truth, and I will always love you. When the pain cuts you deep and the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be remedy. When the world seems so cruel and your heart makes you feel like a fool, I promise you will see that I will be your remedy. Oh, when the pain cuts you deep and the night keeps you from sleeping, just look and you will see that I will be your remedy. makes you feel like a fool, I promise you will see that I will be, I will be, I will be your remedy. I will be your remedy. Thank you.
Wow, Adam, that was beautiful. And Michael, Mike, I mean, the accompaniment, it was just seamless. It really was. Thank you. It's beautiful. Oh, we've got some great talent here, don't we? Oh, hi. Good morning. Good to see all of you. Hi. Good to see all of you. Glad to have you here. Oh, and for those of you joining us online, welcome. We're delighted that you can join us, and there'll be many of you that will watch us later, and we're glad that you're doing that. A dog walks into a job interview at a tech company, and the interviewer looks at the dog and says, "We don't usually hire dogs, but let's see what you can do. Can you type?" The dog jumps up on the chair, types out a flawless document, and hands it to the interviewer. "Impressive," says the interviewer. "Can you do spreadsheets?" The dog jumps back on the chair, creates a complex spreadsheet, and hands it over. "Wow," says the interviewer. "One last thing. Can you speak a foreign language?" The dog looks at the interviewer and says, "Meow." Just ran across that one this morning and really liked it. Yeah. Oh, okay, so my talk title today is Creating a Life of Abundance. And I want to invite you to look beyond the conventional understanding of abundance as material wealth and possessions. Abundance is so much more than that. This morning, we're going to look at the spiritual meaning of abundance that lies at the heart of our first unity principle. And our first unity principle, for those that remember, is that there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in our life. So our first unity principle acknowledges the interconnectedness of all living beings and the universe. So the definition of principle, by the way, is a fundamental truth or proposition that serves as a foundation for a system of belief or behavior. So, the fundamental truth that lies at the heart of our unity movement is oneness. Our oneness with Spirit, with each other, and with all of life. I believe, without doubt, that the evidence of our true grasp and understanding of our first principle is how much love we are able to express in our lives. One of the terms that you'll hear used in unity is spiritual substance, which refers to the divine essence or energy that permeates all of existence. You can call it God if you want to. It is the underlying reality that supports and sustains everything in the universe. Now, unlike material substance, which is finite and limited, spiritual substance is infinite and boundless. It is the source from which all manifestations arise, and we are one with it. It's a field of unlimited potential and infinite possibilities, and it lies at the very center of each and every one of us. So we live in an infinite universe, an abundant universe, and we are part of that universe. In my minister's letter that went out this past week on Friday, I referred to Frances Moore Lappé, who is an American researcher and author in the field of food and democracy policy. She's an author of over 20 books, including her 1971 bestseller, Diet for a Small Planet. Have any of y'all read that perhaps? Yeah, it was a very popular book. So Lappé invites us to shift our frame of consciousness from wealth and abundance. She coined the term scarcity mind that comes from a culture that hoards, a culture in which wealth accrues more wealth, and in which wealth is not shared. It's not scarcity, Lappé points out, that keeps people hungry, but inadequate relationships, systems that don't allow for sufficient distribution of plentiful resources. You know, the most recent statistics show that the top 1% of the global population holds almost half of the world's total wealth. The top 1%, they hold approximately 45.6% of all worldly wealth. This significant concentration of wealth highlights the disparity between the wealthiest individuals and the rest of the global population. The truth is that we live in a world of remarkable abundance, but continue to support systems that don't allow for sufficient distribution of those plentiful resources. So our society, Lappé believes, is dominated by what she calls the 3 S's: scarcity, separateness, and stasis. But she encourages us to move forward, to move toward what she calls the 3 C's: connection, continuous change, and co-creation. So the first C that Lappé mentions is connection. As I noted, our first basic unity principle emphasizes the interconnectedness of all life. At the heart of our message is oneness, and we are spiritual beings living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual laws. As spiritual beings, we live, move, and have our being in this universe, and at the same time, the universe flows in, through, out, and as us into the world, into the manifest world. And we have the privilege of manifesting spirit into the world in its infinite forms of beauty and good and love and peace and joy and abundance. It is our privilege to manifest that. If we really grasp this, we become aware of the infinite amount of potential within us. Within each of us lies a wealth of talents and gifts and skills awaiting our recognition. Through the recognition, we tap into the limitless reservoir of potential that exists within each and every one of us. So we come to realize that we have all that we need within us to create our desired reality. Abundance is not something to be sought out about externally. It's something to be recognized within us. The second C that Lappé mentions is continuous change. And one of the key aspects of spiritual abundance is the recognition that it is not a static or finite state, but rather a dynamic process that continues growth and expansion. Our unity teachings encourage continuous growth and transformation. The process of developing spirit, soul, and body in harmony is seen as a journey towards perfect humanhood as envisioned in divine mind. So unity writings often discuss the importance of embracing change as a natural and necessary part of spiritual evolution. And this aligns with the idea that life is a dynamic process of unfolding and becoming. So this perspective emphasizes the importance of maintaining a mindset of abundance, which involves being open to new experiences and possibilities and connections. Open-mindedness is one of our core values here at Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor. By nurturing such an attitude, individuals are more likely to attract opportunities and resources that align with their highest ambitions, their highest aspirations, thus facilitating their journeys towards greater abundance. Another essential element of spiritual abundance is the practice of gratitude. Cultivating a sense of appreciation for the gifts and the blessings in one's life, both tangible and intangible, helps us to foster a sense of contentment and inner peace. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, the founders of Unity, had profound insights on gratitude. Here's a quote from Charles Fillmore that beautifully really encapsulates their teaching. He said that gratitude opens the door of abundance. The more grateful you are, the more blessings you attract. I'll repeat that. Gratitude opens the door to abundance. The more grateful you are, the more blessings you attract. This quote emphasizes the power of gratitude in manifesting abundance in our lives. Gratitude shifts our focus to what we have, attracting more of it into our life. And gratitude is a powerful practice that opens our hearts and aligns us with the flow of abundance. It's a wonderful reminder to appreciate the blessings that we have, which in turn invites even more positivity and prosperity into our lives. Gratitude was a daily practice of the Fillmores, and it's one of mine as well. Honestly, I feel richly blessed. Like I say, gratitude, it's something that that came with practice. I don't recall being as grateful as I am today in the past. But nowadays, I wake up just with truly a grateful heart. I make sure every day that I tell my partner, Dave, that I'm grateful for him. He cooks a lot now. We both love to cook, but I'm finding myself not having time to cook, and he's cooking a whole lot more. So I make sure that when he puts that food on the table, I thank him. And I am so grateful. When I sit down to food, I do not say a prayer, a loud prayer. But when I look at that food, when I look at Dave, I am grateful. Grateful for, and Dave's a great cook, by the way. Grateful for that great meal. But grateful that I live in a country that is so abundant. And that people have so much more than we just think about it. We are so richly blessed, are we not? We're extremely blessed. And I mean, just the little simple things of life, just sitting out on the patio, enjoying the breeze and all the flowers in the flower beds, and the hundreds of birds that we have because Dave feeds them, and if you feed them, they will come. Literally, you go out there, you sit, and it's like all these chirpings, and it's just beautiful. And so I sit out there, and I just feel grateful. And that truly lifts you up. You know, another thing that you can do, because gratitude is a wonderful spiritual practice. So another thing that you can do is keep a gratitude journal. And just keep it, and I think going every night before you go to bed, write down 2 or 3 things that you're grateful for. And I just guarantee you, if you do that on a regular basis, it'll change your life. So our third C is co-creation. Unity teachings emphasize that humans are co-creators with Spirit. By aligning our thoughts and our feelings and actions with divine principles, we participate in the creative process and manifest our highest potential. The power of thought and intention is at the heart of our third unity principle, which states that we create our life experiences by the thoughts and the feelings that we hold in our minds and our hearts. And if that is the case, and I assure you that it is, then we need to be vigilant and ever mindful of the kinds of thoughts that we are holding and nurturing in our minds. By consciously directing our thoughts and beliefs, we co-create our reality and contribute to the collective consciousness. Earlier, I spoke of spiritual substance, which refers to that divine essence or energy that permeates all of existence. All energy has a vibration. This concept is rooted in the law of vibration, which is a law of physics. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe, whether visible or invisible, consists of pure energy and exists as a vibrational frequency or pattern. So our thoughts and our emotions are energy, and they have their own vibrational frequencies. So understanding that everything vibrates can help us to appreciate the interconnectedness of all things and the impact of our energy that our energy can have on our surroundings. The law of attraction, which is like our third unity principle, says that our thoughts and our feelings can shape our reality, and they can. Essentially, it operates on the principle that like attracts like. Our thoughts create vibrations which generate a frequency that attracts things with the same energy to us. Positive thoughts attract positive experiences, while negative thoughts attract negative ones. Our mindset matters. In unity, we believe by maintaining a positive mindset, we can attract more success, happiness, and abundance into our lives. In essence, the law of attraction encourages us to focus on what we want rather than what we don't want, to bring more of those desired experiences into our lives. One of the practices that we teach in unity that ties in with the law of attraction is creative visualization. This involves imagining your desired outcomes as if they already happened, which helps to manifest those desires into reality. When we imagine something, our brain reacts as though it really happened. Scientific research has shown that when we vividly imagine an event, our brain activates similar regions of the brain as if it was really an actual experience. For example, imagining a threat can light up the same areas in your brain involved in processing real threats. This phenomenon is why techniques like visualization and mental rehearsal is so powerful. You know, athletes, for instance, often use visualizations to improve their performance by just mentally practicing their skills, and it can lead to real improvement. Our thoughts matter. 2 other spiritual practices that we teach in unity that tie in with our third unity principle and the law of attraction is affirmative prayer and the use of affirmations. So our fourth unity principle states that there is power in affirmative prayer, which we believe increases our awareness of God. We teach affirmative prayer as a form of prayer that focuses on a positive outcome rather than dwelling on negative situations. It involves affirming the presence and the power of the divine within us and aligning our thoughts with the desired outcome. Here are some of the key aspects of affirmative prayer. First, a positive focus. Instead of asking for something to be fixed or changed, affirmative prayer involves affirming that the desired outcome is already happening. Another key aspect is empowerment. It begins with recognizing that the universal power that is God and our natural nature that is one with that power. We recognize that. And there is power in that. The third key is to shift our attention. The focus is shifted away from human circumstances and towards our spiritual truth and potential. For example, instead of praying, please help me find peace, an affirmative prayer would be, I am at peace, and I trust in divine order of the universe. So using daily affirmations is another form of spiritual practice. An affirmation is a positive statement that you repeat to yourself to encourage a positive mindset and reinforce desired beliefs or behaviors. So here's the key points about affirmations. First, they are positive statements. Affirmations are short, positive statements that you say to yourself to challenge or overcome negative thoughts and self-sabotaging behaviors. They work by reprogramming the subconscious mind to believe the stated positive affirmations, which can help in achieving personal goals and improving overall well-being. So here's some tips on using affirmations. Make your affirmations specific to what you want to achieve. For example, instead of saying, I am successful, you might say, I am successfully achieving my goals. That's a little bit more specific. Also, phrase your affirmations in the present tense, as if they are already happening. And this helps your mind to accept them as reality. And then consistency. Repeat your affirmations regularly, ideally every day. Consistency helps to reinforce the positive belief. Also, say your affirmations with emotion and truly believe in them. The more you feel the affirmation, the more effective that affirmation will be. So a few examples of affirmations is, I am worthy of love and respect. Or, I attract abundance and prosperity into my life. Or, I am confident and capable in everything I do. Our affirmation for this month is, I am grateful for the love and support that surrounds me. It's actually two spiritual practices, and all sort of rolled up in one. It's the practice of gratitude, and it's also an affirmation. So here's a couple of tips. Incorporate affirmations into your morning routine. It sets a positive tone for the day. Get up. Start each morning with a positive affirmation. You can also do visual reminders for yourself. Write your affirmations on sticky notes and place them wherever you'll see them, like your mirror or computer screen. That's a great way to remind you to repeat your affirmation. And also combine your affirmations with your meditations. And that's really a great way to deepen their impact. So, some of the practices, some of the tools that we've covered this morning are gratitude, positive thinking, affirmations, and affirmative prayers. These are just a few of what we call our spiritual tools. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We teach spiritual practices that can change our lives if we put them to work in our life. We have a whole tool chest of spiritual tools or practices that you can use. And if you go to our UWH, our Unity World Headquarters, or unity.org, if you go to their website and you search for spiritual tools, you will be directed to a whole section of articles on spiritual practices that you can use to change your life. If you use them, if you practice them, if you put them to work in your life. One of our sayings in Unity, it works if you work it. And so that's any spiritual tool, we don't call it a practice for nothing. It means you have to practice them. So before I lead you into one more spiritual practice, which is our meditation, I want to close this message with a short quote from Barbara Speer, who wrote an article that I found online called The Spiritual Meaning of Abundance. And this is what she says. Ultimately, and this ties in so beautifully with Adam's song, she says, ultimately, the spiritual meaning of abundance is a reminder to cherish and celebrate life, to remain present and open-hearted, and to honor the creative energy that flows through us. It is a call to live a life of purpose, compassion, and inner peace, knowing that true abundance is found not in material possessions, but in the richness of our relationships, experiences, and spiritual connections. I like that quote, and I thought it's a good one to end this with. So now I'm going to invite you to let's have some time for meditation. So just take a moment right now and just allow yourself to feel the presence. Feel the room. There's an energy here, and let us feel it. Relax in your seat. Let the seat support you and just totally relax into it. Bringing your attention to this present moment. And this present moment is a perfect moment. There is peace here. If we have not brought something in the past or worrying about something in the future, in this present moment, if we are presently here, right now, in this present moment, there is peace. And there is an energy that you can feel. So we open our hearts and we open our minds to that energy, to that presence of spirit that we are living and moving and having our being in. Take a deep breath. And just relax a little more and just open your heart. Feel the presence. Open to that presence. And that presence is love. It is the love of each and every person here, radiating out of their hearts. And you can feel it. And I just would allow myself to just soak up that love. And as you soak that up and receive that love, you are giving out love yourself. That energy, that vibration of love, of peace, of joy, of happiness. That is within you. It is not out there. It is here right now within each and every one of us. And as we spend our time in meditation, fully open and receptive, it comes to us. We tap into it. And no matter what is going on in our life, we can tap into that peace beyond understanding that lies within us, each and every one of us, that peace beyond understanding. And no matter how busy we've been or how much work we've had to do, we can find rest there. So we're going to spend just a little bit of time right now just letting go of any thoughts that come. If they come, and they will, just acknowledge the thought and let it go. We do not have to grab hold of that thought. So we are right now being totally open and receptive to the Spirit, to the energy, to the vibration of love that fills this room. And as we allow it to fill us, we become even more filled, and we even overflow to the persons to the front and the back and the sides of us. So open yourself to the Spirit, to that energy that's here. And let's spend just a little bit of time in the silence. So as we begin to bring our attention back to this room and space, let us remember that that peace, that love, that energy, that strength that we tap into when we come together, it's within you. And we can tap into it if we just allow our minds to be still, if we allow our bodies to be still. We can tap into it and renew ourselves. No matter how bad of a day that we've had, we can renew ourselves as we just allow that peace and understanding bubble up from within us. So as we go forth today, let's be grateful for our wonderful center here, and grateful for all the rich blessings that we all have. Be mindful this coming week of your blessings. And say thank you. Say thank you more often. So when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And I invite you to just sort of look to your left and right and feel the presence of that other person. Feel the love of that other person. Can you feel it? I can. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.
Thank you, Reverend David. That was a very powerful, for me anyway, talk. I think starting off with gratitude brings our vibration, brings our consciousness higher, and that increases our vibration, and that increases our love, which is what we're aiming for. Thank you again. That was just so full of so many little things that we need to know. It was wonderful. And I would like to thank Jennifer today for being our techie. Good job.
Thank you, Jen, and always thank you to Angelica and Mike. Thank you. Round of applause. Thank you. And Linda, thank you for being so wonderful.
And Adam, yes, wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. At this time, let us take to heart our vision, mission, and statement of being, which is shown on the screen.
We have a global vision. Will you please speak that with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
We have a sacred mission. If you would say it with me. We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Please say that with me. I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
We have a few announcements for today. Please remember that additional information about these and other events can be found in our weekly newsletter and on our website.
Please join us for fellowship and conversations directly after the service. We will be celebrating the September birthdays with cake and refreshments.
There will be an art show open house today following service from 11:30 till 3 p.m. in the community room. Come celebrate artwork and become inspired by these talented creative artists.
And talented they are. Whoa. Unity Canada 2024 Virtual Conference and AGM is happening from October 18th until October 20th. There is an early bird price of $80 to register. Further information and links are provided in our most recent newsletter, as well as our website and Facebook page.
A reminder that our new online book study, Meaningful Coincidences and How and Why Synchronicity and Serendipity Happen, began Tuesday, September 3rd. For more information, see our website, newsletter, and the flyers posted in our hospitality room and foyer, and contact Ken Hart.
So I would like to invite everyone to our gathering that started Wednesday, September the 4th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. It's a place we gather midweek with like-minded people and to have an opportunity to go more deeply into one's spirituality and expand our consciousness. All are welcome to attend, but please make a note that there will not be a meeting on September 18th, so that's this week, but we'll be meeting again on September 24th, or 25th, sorry.
There will be a new members orientation class on September 22nd from 12:30 until 2:30 in the chapel. Please make sure you have signed up in the upstairs hospitality room if you plan or anyone else plans to attend.
There is an upcoming practical workshop entitled Gratitude and Mindfulness, A Path to Joy on September 29th from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m., which will be facilitated by Jerry Godzilla. Please see our most recent newsletter or website for further information.
And next Sunday, there will be a titled talk, Embracing Your True Self, The Journey to Authenticity, Sunday, September 22nd.
As a reminder, our prayer chaplain, Susan Fabro, there she is over there, thank you, is available to pray with you directly after the service in our upstairs prayer room.
All of our classes, programs, and services are made possible by your generous donations. Our heartfelt thank you to you and your continuous support. We've created many easy ways for which you can donate that you can find on our website or just ask one of your Unity members.
We have a love offering box near the foyer, just over there, with offering envelopes and pens where you can drop in your tithe or love offering as you leave the chapel. For all the ways you support us, for your prayers, love, time, presence, and service, thank you and bless you. We are blessed by our wonderful corps of volunteers, and there was so many showed up this morning. It was great, and we are truly grateful. So I just can't believe what the consciousness is like in this room right now. It's high up there. We are, and good looking too, you know, like, wow.
And vibrating.
Oh, yeah.
We invite you to now stand up and let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud or silently to ourselves our love offering prayer, followed by the peace song, and closing with the prayer of protection.
Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. Amen.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And here is our closing prayer for protection. The light of the love surrounding us,
We are light.
the love of the divine enfolds us,
We are love.
the peace of love fills us,
We are peace.
the power of love protects us,
We are power.
the presence of love watches over us,
We are presence.
and wherever we are,
Love
is,
all is divine.
And you truly are. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Please join everyone upstairs for fellowship and then the art show afterwards. Have a great one.
Thank you.